For as long as we can remember, we've been told one thing: hard work is everything, it's the ultimate virtue. But what if that's not really the full story? What if our obsession with being busy is actually what's holding us back? Well, today we're going to dig into that and we're going to explore how a new set of tools can help us get back our most precious resource, our time. So, first things first, we need to challenge a belief that sits at the very heart of our professional lives. It's a myth that has shaped how we think about work and even how we measure our own self worth. So, let's ask it straight: is hard work always a good thing? I mean, is that feeling of complete exhaustion at the end of the day really a sign of progress? Or is it just a sign that we're pouring all our energy into the wrong things? Now, this isn't some new age idea from a productivity influencer. Almost 100 years ago, the philosopher Bertrand Russell was making this exact point. He argued that the constant grind doesn't build us up, it just breaks us. It actually stops us from doing the very thinking and growing we need to get better. You know what? Russell's warning feels like he could have written it yesterday. In today's hustle culture, being busy is a status symbol. We wear exhaustion like a badge of honor, as if being tired proves how important we are. But that comes at a massive cost. It leaves zero room for deep thinking. To really see this, let's zoom in on a field where this culture is taken to the absolute extreme. The legal world is the perfect case study for this whole myth of overwork. So picture this: a first generation lawyer, someone starting completely from scratch. For them, the day isn't about some grand legal strategy, it's about survival. It's about not drowning in a sea of tasks that have very little to do with the actual practice of law. Their day becomes a blur of motion, standing in endless lines just to file documents, running from one office to another chasing paperwork, and constantly juggling calendars, dates, and deadlines. It's an administrative marathon day after day, and this right here is the real tragedy. By the time it's finally possible to do the deep strategic thinking, the actual work of being a lawyer, the day is already over. All that's left is fatigue. Let's be very clear: this is not noble intellectual work. This is mechanical exhaustion, work that eats up time and energy without building real skill. Stay tuned for part 2 where we explore the solution. We just saw how overwork breaks us. But what if there was a way to lift that entire mechanical burden? This is where artificial intelligence changes the game. And no, this isn't about replacing people, it's about freeing them from pointless grind. Think about your work in two buckets. On the left, unnecessary work, drafting standard formats, summarizing long documents, tracking dates. On the right, meaningful work, thinking, analyzing, strategizing. This is where real value is created. The entire goal of AI is simple: remove the work on the left so we can focus on the work on the right. This is exactly what AI was built for: handling routine, repetitive, energy draining tasks. And when you hand that exhaustion over to AI, something powerful happens. You don't just get time back, you get energy back, and most importantly, you get mental space back. Mental space to think, to learn, to grow. Now we've talked about the why, let's get into the how. I'm going to show you a few simple AI tools you can start using right now. Tools like ChatGPT for drafting, Perplexity for research, and automation tools that act like your digital clerk. Each tool solves one specific pain point, and the pattern is clear: remove the mechanical burden, focus on what matters. And before we close, remember, this isn't just a lawyer story. It doesn't matter what your profession is: marketer, developer, researcher, entrepreneur. The rule is the same: find mechanical work, hand it to AI, reclaim your time. And that brings us to something powerful: JOMO, the joy of missing out, the freedom that comes from stepping away from meaningless busyness and focusing on what you truly care about. So I'll leave you with this question: if all unnecessary effort disappeared from your day, with what would you do with that time? What would you build? What would you learn? And how would you begin to truly live